and expecting them to be rich ass niggas.
Yeah, like
We recording. So listen, y'all heard the audio. So we about to discuss
Nigga ain't
old
got a
boy
job.
saying he don't got to take care of his kids because he ain't want them. So y'all go.
Listen, man. If you a woman and you decide to have a kid by a nigga who already don't take care of his kids, then you's a bozo. And you should hold that. And I don't want to hear nothing. You know better. What you thought? It was going to change with you? What, your pussy made out of some type of golden or something? Like some type of pot of treasure or something? He's the same bozo that wasn't taking care of the other kids. So he ain't going to take care of your kids. So with that being said, you better take care of the responsibilities, man. I don't want to see you on no talk shows, no radio shows talking about how my baby father's a deadbeat, none of that. Talk about how you decided to have a baby by a nigga that was already a deadbeat. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a victim. And that's how I feel about it. What's up with y'all?
All right. Go ahead, G's.
no, I ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing? Oh, okay. On it. So
You said it all.
my stand is I hate to be pandering for the ladies, but I feel like, yo, listen, that's a joint decision. She fucked up by messing with a deadbeat dude that will not take care of his kids. And even if he told you that, yeah, that's on her to not have it. But if she does, as a man, I feel like that's your responsibility too. It's half and half. That's your kid. She fucked up, you fucked up. So now that's your bet to lay in. You don't got to be with her. You chose to lay down with that whore. You should have valued your penis because I value mine. And you shouldn't lay down with bros like that. But if you do and you have those consequences, I feel like you got to face them. At least taking care of your kids. You don't got to deal with her, but take care of your seed.
And
I
value
agree.
your penis.
No, I
what
agree.
do you mean? Value?
So when I say
hold
value
on.
your penis, I got to a certain age and I realized,
That's
like, nigga, I
You ain't
am the
fucking fat
I am
girls
the
no more.
prize. So certain females are not worthy of getting fucked. Like, no,
You
you're
ain't
beneath
fucking
me.
fat
Like,
girls
no,
no more.
like you're not bad enough. You're not on my level. So just because you're a female and you got a box, don't mean you should get dig down.
All right, check it. Just
I
'cause
value
you
my
agree.
penis.
Just because you individually feel like, oh, I'm too good to fuck you, you going to look down on other niggas that's like, yo, I'm getting my nut, nigga.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna look down on them, but I
that's
will look
what
down
you're
on.
saying, though.
Yo,
No, but I will look down on your decisions. But
Yo,
go ahead.
Dallas, I literally have your explanation, bro. At the end of the day, it's not up him. It's not up for him to value somebody else.
That's a fact too.
At the end of the day, he said
He talking about
that's
himself individually.
himself.
Yeah,
If he don't want to
he ain't got to do
knock
it.
down certain kind of women, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Every man has that power. When you're younger, I get it because you know when you're
That's
younger,
true.
it
That's
comes
true.
it comes very.
I promise you, there's famous people, whoever who have certain standards, like, yo, I'm not messing with this broad from here, or who do that, or get down like this.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think that when if
For
you
me-
do value your joint, there's a lot of girls that you probably look back in the past like, man, I should did
Yeah,
that.
of course.
But at that time, you just trying to get it
Because
on.
this
Yeah.
type of shit happens with it don't got to be a big John. It could be a bad, pretty John. That's a thotty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. Like, we talking in general.
Like,
They
you
don't
could go
have
and
to be
evolve. My
no
only
fat John.
point that I'm saying is that, like, yo, regardless of what type of shit they was on, he knew that. So they knew what he was on, so they wrong. So they gotta accept what come with it. But he knew what they was on. So to just say to me, to say I have no responsibility for anything and I could just walk away scot free,
Bro, if
yeah,
I
that just
met
won't
you
sit well with
in
me.
In my nearest McDonald's, and you liked the way I was wearing my polo tee, and we had sex, and you got pregnant, and you had my seed, and I'm telling you, I don't want no kid by you. First of all, before I even get to telling you I don't want you to have my kid, you just had sex with me on the first time because you like the way I wore my polo.
And I get it. You saying that
Like,
saying nothing
what?
about her, but what
So
that
that
say
shit
about you?
really-
Nah. Hold on. I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off, Dollars. You think that at the end of the day, at your age now, that a woman having sex with you the first time you met is something wrong?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
not.
All right. I just
But
wanted to
bringing
clear
a
that
kid in the world
Oh,
when we
that's-
just had
that's
sex the
different.
first is definitely wrong. Like, come on, ma. Like, yo, we was just hitting it. Like, I was just hitting it. A seed is a life, bro. Like,
I
yo, they
agree.
breathe. They need
No,
milk.
I agree.
Like, yo, they live, bro. Like, they live. Like, they breathe.
I just feel like it's a
understand,
joint
man? They need
responsibility.
oxygen.
Dollars.
You could put
They
percent-
breathe. They breathe.
They need oxygen.
They need
That
oxygen.
means it's
Dollars. They
real.
breathe.
That means it's
You could put
real,
percentages
bro.
where you wanna
That ain't
put 'em, but
something
I
you
just
can
feel like-
tuck under the bed.
You both got to play
Put under the
something.
mattress.
I just
You
don't
know what I'm
feel
saying?
like
Nah.
my thing is this. When a woman decides to bring a child in the world with a guy that doesn't want it, right? I just feel like at least the guy could at least take care of the kid. Like it's 50-50. Like even though he says, "Yo, don't do it. Don't bring. I don't want a child by you." Blah 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 blah.
Can I say something
Like
right now?
You don't want your hold on, not to cut you off. I have to say this, but you don't want your son or your daughter growing up without a father just because because you and the mother made some decisions that you're not proud of at the end of the day.
All right, check it though. As a man, we all have dealt with females, right?
Yes.
And you have females that wasn't your girl. You ain't having a relationship with,
Mm-hmm.
but you got enough feelings with her that if she happened to get pregnant, even though you wouldn't want it, and she just kept it, you would still be there. But then you have those that you just met on some, like, first of all, she was I was drunk, or you not even my type, or like, girl, like what?
Okay,
Why
so-
you even having my kid? We
So
not even like that.
I'm gonna ask you a question that all the girls just gonna ask that see this. Why did you have unprotected and sex and come inside her?
All right, because
If that's the case.
I'm gonna say this because let's be grown up about it. You got some adults that's gonna know, they gonna take that chance. Like, listen, man, they want that real feeling. Like, they know condoms, like, they want the real feeling. They gonna fuck without the condom. They gonna take the gamble as if he got a STD or she got a STD. They gonna fuck raw, and then they gonna hope that they don't get nothing. They gonna go get checked and make sure they good. That happens. That shit happens. That shit happens more times than not.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, ma. Ain't nothing in you. Like, yo, I nothing in you.
But
What,
do
you gonna
you-
keep the baby? No.
Do you agree? Do you agree with 7 different baby mothers? Because he's talking about 7 different
All that
moms.
says to me as what he's doing is he's a nigga that's he's getting a lot of Johns. He's
Yeah,
getting a lot. He's
definitely.
he's getting enough Johns to
Yeah,
where
definitely.
they're allowing him to go in them raw. So that means he's doing his thing. They fucking him. He nothing in it. Whatever game he's spitting into them to let him allow him to go in them raw, whatever, it's working. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And
He right.
it is what it is.
I can't disagree with
And
you.
I don't know if like all of them knew that he had a kid. You know what I'm saying? He could have been lying, saying I don't got no kids,
Or they never discussed it.
or they
I feel
never
you.
discussed it. Cause he did say they jump offs, and he just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Went
Just
in
busted
them.
them
That'd be
raw.
the weird thing with me.
Yeah,
Like,
because that's weird. I'm
That's
not
weird.
fucking just
Jump
jump offs
offs
raw.
raw.
Yeah, no.
and yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kind
You
of a
nasty
personal
nigga if that's the
decision.
case. That means you literally fuck just anything raw.
Shit, he might have
His
HIV.
point is, he could
Yeah.
be nasty, but he could still not have to take care of that. I just stand on, like I said, you go
Yeah,
there,
that's true,
it's both
Stu.
got to be a responsibility. But he's saying he don't give a fuck. That's where he's at. I just disagree. That's all.
I stand.
But
stand on-
I see
still
the
take
point.
care
I
of
see the
kids.
points being made though.
Yeah,
You
because
know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like the mothers is better off finding a new nigga that's noble that want to be a stepdaddy.
What?
But I don't
ain't
think you
easy.
get to be away
It ain't
scot free, and
easy.
that's
I'm
not
saying
easy.
It is.
Easy.
I'm not
Put him
saying
to
it
find-
is. But what's easier, making that nigga be a real daddy or just finding a nigga that's gonna love them?
Probably thinking the person that's actually responsible for that person will love them, being that that's half of you.
Not when the niggas putting out posts like this. You might as well go just be on the chopping block and just do your own thing.
Whatever.
Like I said, I don't really agree with it. I don't agree with women having kids with a guy that don't want
no part of
You
it.
shouldn't have it.
Because
you,
a lot
you
of women
wasting
don't.
your womb. Have more
I'm about to
respect for
drop
your
some
womb.
jewels and people will get mad. People have to get mad, but this is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a guy don't want to have a kid by you. It's not that he don't want to have kids.
No, but that be the
That's a
case.
fact.
I'm sure
He
it could
just
work
don't wanna
both
have a kid
ways.
by this
I get it.
particular person.
Yeah, that's
and
a fact.
I'm not saying I want to be clear. I'm not saying that's was ever my situation. I'm just saying. in general.
But my
Shit.
point goes
You
to
ever had
if that's
a girl
how you
pregnant
feel, then
before?
don't fuck her raw.
I mean, you ever had a girl
Don't
pregnant
sleep
before
with her
you
raw.
what?
That's all.
So
like,
that means you didn't
if you've
want the
been there
baby
with
bottle.
females you don't want nothing to do with, don't sleep with them raw. That's the best way to protect yourself and
Alright.
not end up in that predicament. That's
Basically,
all.
you're right.
Either don't sleep with them raw or don't sleep with them at all. If you worry that could be a possibility as an outcome of what might happen and you don't want to deal with it. Like I said, when I told y'all before we started it, like that's what scared me straight. Almost having a kid at a young age and realizing like, yo, it was on me, and that shit feels amazing when you win it. But the outcome of it and the responsibility of that, I don't want that. Like that shit's scary to me. So I'd rather protect myself. Yeah, it might feel slightly better, but I don't want that responsibility if something comes out of it.
Everything you're saying is, I totally agree with you. The part that you're missing out is women who say they don't want to have a child until they get pregnant, and then that's where it get tricky. If we haven't,
I don't want no baby by you, nigga.
Yeah.
And
So,
then you have the baby by the nigga.
So
that'd be the tricky
I
part for
understand
me.
that, but what I'm saying
Hey,
is,
what's wrong
so a
with
person
you?
like me, I believe
I
in.
thought I was
So
a bozo.
maybe I'm resorting to life. In life, I don't believe in relying on other people in anything, nigga. Not in life, and not in my business, not in my life, not in what I do. So I feel like once you hear that and you say, well, okay, since she said that, I'm gonna do this, you putting the power in her hands. And I feel like, forget her. I want the power in my hands. And once she's pregnant, I have no power. It's out of my hands. I can't do nothing but what I feel like is the right thing. So the only way to protect myself is to make sure she's never pregnant by me. And the only way to do that is to strap up. Because once, if I don't, or if I do, once she pregnant,
don't get the feeling.
but once if she
That's
pregnant,
the idea.
once
Yeah,
so
that's
she
it.
pregnant and something happened, I feel responsible. He feel like he ain't responsible for shit. And like I said, I just don't agree with that. I don't agree I gotta be with her. I don't gotta do that. But I gotta take care of my seed. And if I don't want to be with you, and I think that lowly of you, like, yo, she ain't nothing. She's just a jump off that I met and I impregnated.
should not be
I
having
think,
unprotected
I think that
sex.
lowly
one
of
thing that
you.
we're not saying. How about just don't nut in her? We ain't talk about that.
Of course,
you
but-
wear condom.
but what I
not
say is,
wear condom.
but he
How
made
about
it-
not coming her.
I agree with that,
Period.
but from what he said, like we
So then
played,
you can have the best of both worlds.
He don't
You can
subscribe
fuck
to
her
that.
without a condom, and you won't get her pregnant.
I agree with you, but that's not what he was saying. He was saying, I'm gonna do that too. And that's on her to know better not to keep the kid. And I don't agree with that.
That tells
I agree
how
with
much
you,
of a
not him.
That tells you how much of a dog and nasty he is. So if he like that with you, shorty, you is super bozo.
No, but the part y'all missing, and I know y'all don't believe this to be true. He telling the internet that, but do you really believe all he told these females is, listen,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
he could be lying.
I'm a trash dude. I ain't nothing. All I want is your box.
Yeah,
and
he
once
could
I'm
be
done
lying.
with you, I'm done with you.
He ain't say
Come
that.
on.
Yeah, he could be lying.
Yeah, he might have kept it somewhat real. He might have said, I don't want no kid.
But
I believe
listen,
that
out of
part.
7, you trying to tell me all 6 of them baby moms before the 7th knew that?
Well, he said out of all of them, these 7 decided to keep it. So that means for all we know, he might have got 27 girls
30 of
pregnant
them,
and
yeah.
20 aborted it, but these 7 decided they don't want it. So it's like, how many mistakes you want to make before it's like, all right, when are you going to be held accountable? So if he said this is the first time I slept with one female, got her pregnant, I've effed up, and she refuses to get rid of it. Even though I could see the side you deserve to be responsible, I could have compassion for that. Like, yo, like he fucked up. Like,
Yeah, out of
you
them
know what I mean?
7, those might have been the 7
But-
that he was really on some geesing.
To mess up
making them
that
feel
many
like-
times and then expect like
making them feel like they was really
you shouldn't be
wifey.
held
I ain't gonna
accountable. Like
front.
that sounds crazy to me.
Out of them 7 kids, bro, you trying to tell me not one of them bitches you love?
That's what he's saying. No, he
He's
said they were
wild
all
out,
jump
bro.
offs.